Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Brandon back again with another top 10. And if you like Pokemon, stay tuned because this is my top 10 favorite Kanto Pokemon. Now, um, this is my top 10. So if you have a different top 10, that you want to share, everyone has different top 10s because we play the game differently, or you have different Pokemon that are sentimental to you. Let me know. Put down your top 10 in the comments below. And also like and subscribe because there's going to be more stuff on the channel. Especially Let's Plays of me doing more Batman related games, Dragon Ball Z, different stuff like that. Stuff that I like. Um, give me suggestions too. I'm open for anything. So, and now this top 10 is not going to include starters or legendaries. Just getting that out of the way now. And number 10, I have Rhydon. Rhydon is the evolved form of Rhyhorn. He was very good for me in several playthroughs that I played through. First time I played through in Red and Blue, I used him. And I leveled him up into a Rhydon. Now, I didn't know the Rhyhorn evolved. So when he evolved in Rhydon, I'm like, yes, this thing is beastly. This thing looks like a... I thought it was a dinosaur or a dragon. I didn't know. I was 12. But he was amazing for me. And he's number 10. At number 9, I have Scyther. I have Scyther at number 9 because Scythe for hands, nothing else needs said. Honestly, it's Scyther. At number 8, I have Muck. Muck is at number 8 because that thing was my defensive wall in several playthroughs. I still at least try to at least get one every Pokemon game I play. And he's never led me wrong, ever. Because now you have all these good poison moves and stuff that I can attach to him, like Leftovers or Black Sludge, and very good defensive wall for me. He's never proven me wrong. At number 7, I have Electabuzz. Or 7 or 8. I think we're on 8. I apologize for that. We are on 8. Electabuzz is number 8. And, or at number 7, I'm sorry. Once again, I'm an idiot. And I am a retard. I apologize for this. I'm a little bit behind. It is late. It's like, well, almost 1 o'clock in the morning. So, if I seem a little, I'm sorry. He's number 7. I have, yes, Electabuzz is number 7. Electabuzz is number 7 because I once, he holds a little bit of sentimental value to me because of several ROM hacks I played recently. I had a chance to get an Electabuzz. Used an Electabuzz. Trained it up to Electivire, but I actually one time kept him as an Electabuzz. That thing was amazing for me and got me through several battles as I was going through, and that was awesome for me, especially through the one ROM hack. It was so difficult. But that's number 7. At number 6, I have Sandslash. Sandslash is the evolved form of Sandshrew. And, I mean, that thing, I called him, he was actually my first shiny. My first shiny was a shiny Sandslash. And, I nicknamed it Sonic. And then, later, I changed his name to Shadow because Shadow the Hedgehog is just so much better than Sonic. Because around that time when I was playing Gold and Silver, which I got him on, I was playing Shadow the Hedgehog, the PS2 game. For those of you that don't know that, the Shadow the Hedgehog, the original game, is pretty good, but people don't like it because he holds guns and stuff, but I liked it. but he's number 6. At number 5, I have at number 5 I have Arcanine. Um, I have Arcanine. Arcanine is the evolved form of Growlithe, and Arcanine is so beautiful, and he is the perfect dog. Um, he and well, that's basically why he's on this list, because to me, he was my fire type. Him and Charizard were my two fire types. I never used Ninetales. I never used Rapidash. It was strictly them two. I used them in every playthrough until I found something better in the later games, 4th, 5th generation. Now, I did use Cyndaquil because he was my starter once. But those were strictly when I did red and blue version and yellow, those were my fire starters. Those were my fire guys. Those are my fire guys. Those were who I would use. He's number 5. At number 4, I have Gyarados. I have Gyarados at 4. The reason why I have Gyarados at 4 is because of how amazing it is. Imagine you have a fish that all it knows is splash until it evolves into a stinking serpent dragon. Yes, I know its typing isn't dragon, but come on, Game Freak, make it into a dragon type, please. I just love Gyarados, and then when I got him in Red and Silver, or not Red and Silver, Silver and Gold, and he was the red Gyarados, oh my god, it just solidified its love for me. And I love it even more to this day. Number 3, I have my boy Arbok. Oh man, I loved Arbok. I called it Jafar. The first one I called it Jafar. And the first playthrough I ever did in Red and Blue, I had an Arbok. And that thing was my second strongest Pokemon behind my Charizard. That thing knew great moves. And I still try, if I can, to this day, put Arbok on my team because it has close sentimental value to me. Because it was the second Pokemon I caught right after my starter. Because I stuck with Charmander for a while. At least until after the first gym, which I got pummeled the first gym. I lost at least 4 or 5 times, but I had a very high level Charmeleon. Well, I had a Charmeleon by the time I got out of Pewter City. But that is number 3. And number 2, I have my boy Gengar. I love Gengar. He's the only ghost type in Gen 1. How can you not love him? And you can only get him by trading with a friend. And when I did that, and I found out that's how you got Gengar, I found a friend, I got a lick cable, and I traded immediately. Because I needed that Gengar. And when I got him, oh my god, he was so amazing for me. And then, now, he has a Mega Evolution. It just solidifies the love for me. It just makes him so much better. Alright, and now here we are at number 1. And we're bringing out the king. Yeah, the king of all poison types. Nidoking is number 1 on my list. For the sole reason because he has a close place in my heart. I use this Pokemon in every playthrough I can do where I can get a Nidoran and level it up to a Nidoking. Why? Because I love Nidoking. It can learn so many moves, so many different moves. It can be a perfect setup. I had one, my first playthrough the red and blue version, I had that Nidoking, I had the Arbok, I had the Charizard, I had Mewtwo, I had a Dragonite, and I had a Blastoise that I got off my brother. And I tell you, Nidoking was the star of my team. That thing knew Surf. That thing knew Earthquake. That thing knew... What else did I teach it? Blizzard. And I taught it Acid or Fire Blast. That's amazing. And he was my heavy hitter, man. If I needed a move that hit and hit hard, I went to my boy, the King. I went to the King. And it doesn't help, and it does help that he looks beastly. So that is my top 10 for this week. Give me your top 10. I want to see yours too, and debate, because I want to see what your top 10 is for, because each and every one has a different favorite Pokemon in their heart for theirs. Alright, thank you all. Once again, signing off.